Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News with some latest events in the Ninh province. And now we come into details. Dear audience, on March 26, 1931, the Organization of Communist Youth was established, named the Vietnam Communist Youth Union, the forerunner of the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union today. Over the past 90 years, with many changes of name, the organization of the Youth Union has continuously grown, always deserving to be the party revolutionary at short team. The party trusted real team, round up its glorious history. In the morning of March 25th, the NON-COMMUNICABLE Youth Union solemnly held the 90th anniversary of the founding of the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union, March 26, 1931, March 26, 2021. Attending the ceremony, there were Mr. Nguyễn Tường Lâm, Secretary of the Central Committee of Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, Member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary of the NON-COMMUNICABLE Party Committee, Chairman of the People Council of the province, together with leaders from leaders of the province, leaders from leaders of the NON-COMMUNICABLE Youth Union group peers.
Secretary of the Tay Provincial Youth Union Hoa Thanh reviewed the glorious tradition of the Youth Union organization and the contributions of the Youth Union organizations in the cause of national liberation, national construction and defense. In the current period, our party has always determined that the youth are always the backbone of the country, the future honor of the country. Therefore, the requirements set up for the young generation, youth work and the organization of the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union are very big and heavy, but also very glorious. Along with the whole country, the youth of Tay Ninh is also very proud of the strong development in both quantity and quality of the Youth Union organization. Today, on behalf of the Central Committee Secretariat, I attended a rally to celebrate the 90th anniversary of the Youth Union's establishment in the Ninh province. Through the reporters, as well as through the speech, I can see a lot of work, meaningful work of the Youth Union members, the youth of the Ninh province, as well as the Youth Union at all levels of the Ninh province, have made a great contribution to the construction, socio-economic development of the province. I also wish that from today's 90th anniversary, this will be a reminder for the next years to develop more achievements worthy of the glorious tradition of the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union. Secretary of the Tay Provincial Youth Union Hoa Thanh also urged the Youth Union at all levels to continue the glorious tradition of the Youth Union, building the Youth Union organization more and more strongly. Each member, young man, needs to define his ideal and true reason for life towards the good values of Vietnamese youth: pure mind, bright mind, great ambition. At the ceremony, the Central Youth Union, the Southeastern Cluster, and the Tay Ninh Provincial Youth Union also prized the collectives and individuals who achieved the title of Typical Union Secretary, and the Strong Youth Union branch in 2021 reward the typical collectives and individuals in studying, follow Ho Chi Minh's ideology, morality, and style, and having achievements in youth union work, youth movement, period of 2016-2020.
In the morning of March 25th, the Tay Ninh Provincial Election Committee led by Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People Committee, had a meeting in Duong Minh Chau district to check the election preparation of the 50 National Auxiliary Delegation and People Council at all levels, 2021-2026 term.
According to the district's report, through two consultations, a list of 57 candidates for People's Council at district level, 542 candidates for People's Council at commune level has been made, 58 district electoral units, 70 communal electoral units. Up to the present time, the election work in the district has been focused on implementing and propagating for cadres, civil servants, and public employees by departments, branches. The Fatherland Branch and the People's Committees of Communes and Town, District Fatherland Branch Committees, District and Communal Election Committees have taken good steps to serve the election work, ensuring compliance with regulations. For propaganda, it is implemented in many forms: through meetings of party cells, youth unions, self-governing residential groups, propaganda on social networks, including Zillow, Facebook, about the meaning and importance of the election, propaganda about the rights and obligations of citizenship in the election. Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc suggested that from now until the election day, Duong Minh Chau district should pay attention to grasping the situation of the people so that it can take initiative in making solutions to orient public opinion, promote propaganda about the meaning and role of the election to the people. In addition to the general propaganda, the election teams must regularly remind people when going to the polls to carefully study the candidate list, to select qualified delegates to participate in the National Assembly and the People Councils at all levels. The police sector strengthened the work of ensuring social order and security during the election process. On March 24, the inspection team led by Mr. Trịnh Văn Phước, Deputy Head of the Provincial Party Committee's Propaganda and Training Department, inspected the propaganda work in service of the election of deputies to the 15th National Assembly and People's Councils at all levels, term of 2021-2026 in Hoa Thanh. Hoa Thanh belongs to the second election unit of the National Assembly and Provincial People's Council election unit, number 1 and 2. Hoa Thanh has 8 constituencies to elect 33 members of the Town People's Council for the term of 2021-2026. At the commune and ward level, there are 57 constituencies, 15 nations for voting, to elect 202 deputies. To serve the election, the town brings enhanced banners visually propagating the meaning and importance of the election, from which officials, party members, and people actively respond. At the same time, propaganda and dissemination of new points of the law on election of National Assembly and People's Council delegation, law on local government organization, question and answer about the election, criteria and standard for selection of deputies through the loudspeaker system, car speakers, and Facebook page, the Zillow group of the association and the union so that people understand their rights and obligations to the election. Before that, the delegation checked in Trường Tây Commune Long Hoa Quế and appreciated the preparation of 2 localities for election propaganda.
On March 25th, the Tay Ninh Department of Health, in collaboration with the Institute of Public Health of Ho Chi Minh City, organized a communication seminar on COVID-19 and non-communicable diseases, including reduced salt intake in Tay Ninh. Attending the seminar, there were representatives of leaders from the following units: the Ho Chi Minh City Public Health Institute, the Provincial Center for Disease Control, Center Health District and City, relevant department, agency, and communal health station.
At the workshop, delegates were provided with information on non-communicable diseases and risk factors, burden of disease due to non-communicable diseases, and also giving warnings about hypertension, stroke. To prevent and control non-communicable diseases, each person needs to take care of themselves to protect their health, increase physical training and exercise, ensure daily nutrition, departments, branches, and local authorities to promote coordination in health education communication, building a smoke-free healthy environment, strictly punish acts and violation of alcohol concentration. During the seminar, the participants were given practice on solutions to have the daily salt intake. Add less salt, lightly tap on, reduce salty foods, methods for the prevention and control of non-communicable diseases during the COVID-19 pandemic. Participate in answering prize winning quizzes related to non-communicable diseases, reducing salt to prevent diseases of hypertension, stroke, etc. Perhaps the potentials and development opportunities of Tay Ninh have never been as clear and rich as today. Therefore, the whole political system, especially the state management agencies, the heads of units, need to grasp this opportunity, define clearly responsibilities, clear up resources, bottlenecks for faster development, work together to create unity, spread of will, political determination, responsibility, and design for development, create motivation to strive, successfully complete assigned tasks, strive for a prosperous Tay Ninh development. The 11th Tay Ninh Provincial Party Congress term of 2020-2025 has the theme Building the Party Committee, a clean and strong political system, ensuring national defense and security, promote science and technology and innovate, promoting the revolutionary tradition, the block of great national unity, aspiration to rise, potentials and advantages to create a breakthrough in socio-economic development, making Tay Ninh a well-developed province of the country by 2030. The Congress has proposed its solutions in the 2020-2025 term as follows: drastically and effectively implement breakthrough programs on infrastructure development, especially transport infrastructure, breakthrough in high-tech agricultural development, a breakthrough in tourism development, breakthrough in human resource development, associated with administrative reform and information technology application, remove bottlenecks in planning, land and investment, maximize the potentials and advantages of land, making land an important resource. Research to create a new driving force to promote the Portuguese economy at mobile and smart international Portuguese to develop commensurate with its potentials and advantages.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of March 25th, under the chairmanship of Mr. Hoa Thanh, Deputy Secretary of the Bronze Party Committee, Chairman of the Bronze People Committee, the Bronze People Standing Committee worked with leaders of the District Party Committee, People Committee in Duong Minh Chau District on the implementation of compensation and site clearance for implementation of projects in the district.
According to the report of Duong Minh Chau District People's Committee, there are 4 key projects in the district, including the Sét Bến Củi Road Project, 7H2-7H4 Road Project, T1217 Drainage Canal Project, Interline Road Project, linking region NA DT7H7B, DT7H9. In particular, a number of projects are in the construction process, but still have difficulty in compensation and site clearance, leading to the slow construction process compared to the plan. At the meeting, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc emphasized that for 4 projects being implemented in Duong Minh Chau District, it is not just infrastructure for economic development for the province, but also for the connection to the southern key economic region. It is suggested that Duong Minh Chau District should focus on speeding up the work of compensation and site clearance for projects. The implementation process needs to harmonize the interests of the state with the people and the development of society.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.